Let's get started with U.S. because Abs is going to want to talk about this.
Yes.
U.S. winning team figure skating. Come on.
This was literally insane. I don't think everyone who watches figure skating, or if you're tuning in for the first time, like, you only watch every 4 years, realized that Team Japan and Team USA were like going to be sort of down to the wire when it came to this. Team Japan has some incredible skaters, including their women's skater, their main women's individual skater, who actually was the one who won the individual event for both the short and the long program for the team event. So the women actually kind of brought it down neck and neck to the point that ultimately we saw Ilya Malinin bring home the gold for the team.
Quad God.
Quad God. And also
Quad
backflipper. He backflipped twice, I think.
One thing I do think is really important about the backflip when it comes to U.S. figure skating and Olympic figure skating specifically is that it was actually banned. And we had a black female figure skater named Surya who actually completed the backflip during the Olympics when it was banned and was penalized for it. And so the backflip itself was not actually made a legal move in figure skating until last season. And so I do think it's important to remember that history and that it was a woman who actually, especially Black History Month, it was a black woman who actually executed that backflip in the Olympics.
That is rad.
Yeah.
She took one for the team, kind of, in a way.
Yeah, it was definitely a moment of protest for her as well.
I don't know how you're supposed to do any kind of jumps or tricks on skates, but he does it taking off of 1 foot, which I think is also very rare.
Yes. Yeah, it is super rare. He landed in the short program, he landed a 2-foot backflip where he landed on both feet. And on the long program, he actually landed on 1 foot, which is
the landing is on 1 foot. Oh my gosh.
Also worth mentioning, the backflip is legal, but it doesn't actually earn you points. It's just for style. Like he's just doing
it's
it for
a little
fun.
Flash.
Yeah.
It's for fun.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that either. What about Amber Glenn? Because I know it wasn't the performance she wanted, but they still won the gold.
So Amber Glenn, I think, is going to be okay. I know she's been dealing with a tough amount of kind of mental health stuff regarding social media. She's taken a step back because she was getting quite a lot of hatred on social media. It's worth mentioning that she is the first out female figure skater to compete at the Olympics for USA. So she came out a couple years ago.
Can be assholes. It just makes me so angry. God.
Agreed. Yeah, it's tough. But I think even with all of that being said, and also with the fact that this is obviously the Olympics, it's her first time skating in this massive way. She had a tough program, but she still managed to pull out third. And I do think she'll have a stronger program in the individual now that hopefully some of those nerves are out.
Can you give us an update on the downhill for women? Talking about Breezy Johnson and Lindsey Vonn. Can you give us an update on what's going on there?
Yeah, so I think with the Lindsey Vonn thing, I'm very excited to talk about this because I've been seeing so many wrong takes online about this.
Thank you.
It's just been Lindsey Vonn actually being able to make this massive comeback. We talked about this last time I was on the show. She's coming back with this horrible injury. She's coming back at over 40 years old. It's all completely unheard of. And people are saying because she crashed and had to be airlifted out of the of her competition in her first downhill back.